Well, hello again. This is another edition of Randy's Rants. And before I get to the main subject for this week, or this edition anyway, because I know obviously this hasn't been a weekly rant because I don't necessarily have anything to rant about every week. So I do this week, but we'll be getting to that in just a moment. I want to take a moment, though, right now to pay my respects, just, verbally to Clive Burr, Iron Maiden drummer on the first 3 albums, the first 2, the self-titled and Killers, along with Paul Diano. He was on those, played on Number of the Beast when Bruce Dickinson came over on vocals. All 3, to me, are pretty much crucial to any heavy metal collection. Classic albums, every last fucking one of them. And Clive was, for his time, one of the heaviest hitters I personally heard. So yeah, great amount of respect going out. He fought multiple sclerosis for a number of years, and we lost him. It was the first thing I saw upon signing into Facebook this morning, actually, was that he had passed, and like I said, loads of respect. Moving right along to the main topic at hand. First of all, I think the last time my last rant had to do with the ABBA chip, which is no longer there. But I just want to warn you right now, there have been some further tamperings, because we went from the ABBA chip to the Gordon Lightfoot chip, which meant for 1 week I pretty much heard nothing but the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald every time music played. And oddly enough, it's one of those songs from the 70s. I don't hate it. I don't particularly love it, but I don't hate it either. It's, it is what it is. It's not a terrible song, but try hearing it for a week straight. See how much you like it then. Oh, excuse me. Moving right along. In the meantime, I'm pretty sure it's Joe responsible. He takes advantage of my little, we're on late. Even later now, and it's like, I'm getting old. I don't know. I know, I'm making excuses. I don't know. I have a habit of dozing off periodically. Some nights I've had to work all day, and then, kind of, like I said, we're on a later stretch of time for the radio show now, so instead of, like 9 to 2 or 10 to 3, so it's, like, harder to stay awake. But Joe's taking advantage. I'm positive it's him. Joe's taking advantage of these moments when I might just kind of doze off for a second. He's tampering with my brain. So the latest chip, and I gotta warn, okay, I feel it coming. Hold on. It's the THX chip. Yeah, that annoying, horrible sound sample you hear at the beginning of certain movies where, like, mostly, like, major special effects fests where the sound is, like, so crucial, and, and all you hear is, oh, God, no. And this isn't even the main rant for this week. I'm just warning, this might just happen. I'm resisting it. Okay. ASCAT thought that a little shock therapy would stop me from hearing this every time music played, but now it's like, I can't explain it. Periodically, yeah. Anyhow, before I die here, and like, just, you wouldn't believe how much breath that takes out of you. Not really, but I'm over dramatizing, I admit. Anyhow, Yeah, this is annoying, but we'll get through this. Even more annoying. Last week, I want to say Monday, it came to my attention that Motley Crue had a show coming up at the event center at Turning Stone Casino in Verona. And, of course, no cash. Tickets were going on sale to the public on Friday with an online pre-sale through Ticketmaster from Wednesday, like 10 o'clock Wednesday morning till 10 p.m. Thursday night. I had to borrow money from my parents to deposit because my tax return has not, even now, has not arrived. So, took out a loan for my parents that will be paid when my taxes return to get these tickets. And for various and sundry reasons that I do not understand, anytime, you know, there were password issues with Ticketmaster, had to change passwords, had to get the online code, which was no big deal, but and there was some difficulty entering that. And when we finally got to a point where we could get in, nothing. Anytime, it's like we would go to order, we'd like fight a ticket range, best available, no matches. No matches, no matches, no matches. What the fuck is no matches? Does that mean they couldn't find a pair of tickets in that price range? Or they just didn't, whatever the reason, and I strongly suspect, I won't rule out the possibility that the show sold out within minutes of the pre-sale going, who knows? It was really frustrating. And after, like I said, having borrowed the money from my parents, really pissed me off that we could not get during the pre-sale. So here we are, pretty much clueless as to why we can't order online. So, go to Geneva Friday morning when the tickets went available to the general public, only to find out that the show had sold out completely within 10 seconds of the event going public. So, that pretty much confirmed right there to me that the majority of those tickets sold during the pre-sale, leaving only a, scattering that were immediately picked up Friday morning. And I'm just so pissed on many levels. Not just so much for myself, but for the girl I'm dating, who has never seen Motley Crue. I've seen them 3 times. I've seen them on the Shout at the Devil tour opening for Ozzy. That was my first concert. I saw them on Dr. Feelgood in Weedsport. Saw them with Shannon Maloney on drums, who used to be in Hole, Canandaigua, when they played on the New Tattoo tour. I have seen Motley Crue. Wouldn't, bitch at a chance to see them again. But if I don't ever get a chance to see them again, I'm good, I was more pissed for the fact that Deb has never seen them, and it's one of her favorite bands from the 80s, and she, it's like, if you've never seen Motley Crue, you should take them in at least once. If you're a fan, you should see them at least once. Gotta warn you, Vince doesn't really always sound too good live, but, it happens. The rest, it's a good show. But yeah, ultimately, I don't know if it's what really has me ticked off so much as, I don't know if it's like Ticketmaster or the concept of online pre-sales, or just what it is about this whole scenario that pisses me off so much. It's really hard to put my finger on, but what happened to the days where, the tickets went on sale at 10 o'clock on a Saturday, and you lined up right outside your local, your Ticketmaster outlet. And you might have been, like, camping out overnight even, or you got there 2 hours early, just to... Whatever happened to those days where it's like, the shows didn't sell out immediately upon going public. I mean, for something like that to happen used to be very rare, and now it's like, oh no, internet pre-sale. If you're a member of this or if you're a fan of that, get this code and you can jump the gun and before anybody else. And I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I really do. I mean, not to say that I have not taken advantage of internet pre-sales before, but it really does kind of fuck up the fairness level of everything, you know? I mean, it's like if you don't own a certain credit card, or if you're not a member at a certain gym, or you're not a whatever, you know, you may not always be able to get access to a pre-sale. And the fucking unfairness of it just, I don't know, it just grates on me. I don't know if there was anywhere else I wanted to go with this. I just very frustrating. But yes, that is the rant for this week. If I have anything to add to it in the future, I will, but I think that's pretty much all I had to say. Horns Up World, remember, Metallic Onslaught, Friday nights, 10 to 3, WEOS 89.7 FM, or you can listen to us live online at metalliconslaught.com. Rest in peace, Clive Burr. You fucking ruled, man. Horns Up World. Bye-bye.